Okay, see this little connector? Will focus? I don't know if it'll focus. All right, so that's the plastic coating to the connector. The metal part was just in there, and it was disconnected for the wire. And if you look, you have to pull the whole sound shield apart, and there's your engine. And this is your fuel injection pump, and this is your stop solenoid. So if you follow this wire to the stop solenoid, I just replaced that connector because it was disconnected. So if the wires are disconnected for the stop solenoid, it won't start. So now, it took me a while to find that bad connector. The only other thing I'll tell you is that from what I understand, I'm not an expert yet, but I'm learning a lot about these ML50s. So I guess there was 4 different generators they put in these MLs. And so this one, you know, it's an Onan, whatever. It's you notice how it starts? It starts at a lower RPM and then it winds way up. So I'm not a big fan of high RPM generators. I would prefer a low RPM generator. So I don't know what the other 3 are, but this one is going to be difficult to maintain and to work on because it's just very compact. It's covered in sound shield. I don't know, it's just, you know, whatever. I would never, like, if I was buying a generator, I would never buy this generator. I would buy a low RPM generator, and I wouldn't care if it took up a little more room. It's hard to describe, but in my boat, the engine is turned this way, lengthwise, and then it goes to the back end like this, so the generator is way longer. But the other thing is it has no sound shield on it whatsoever, so it's very easy to work on. It's very easy to visually see everything, and so I don't know. It's just some criticism I have of ML and using this, what I consider a less reliable, less user-friendly generator. That's it. Okay, a couple other things. So if you ever have a generator that won't start, and you're going through the cranking it, just keep in mind it's still producing raw water. So if you don't shut off the generator through hull, so in other words, you would shut off the generator through hull because you're having a problem with the generator getting it started. For example, like if it had air in the system or something like that. Once you get it started, you just reach over and open the through hull again before you fry the impeller. So that's important. The other thing I did was I bled the fuel system to make sure it was getting fuel, because it wouldn't run, right? And so if it's not running, it's not getting fuel. So I cracked open the bleeder, I hit prime, it immediately squirted fuel, so it was getting fuel, so that wasn't the problem. The problem was that the injection pump was in the shutdown mode because the wire was broken, or the continuity was broken. So anyway, yeah. So there's a little bit of a process trying to figure this stuff out, and sometimes a little bit of luck. Okay.